Chat. It's your girl Nello Luchi. Yeah, it's the most high, connected to the most high. Bless, 2 times. Yeah. Check. I'm working to get my way out it. Some doubt it. Some had hope, then rerouted, but I bees bowed it. I mounted, climbed to the top, hoping to maybe next. Hoping I say success and pray that my baby's blessed. Shit, I ain't talking Mercedes yet. I walk through life taking these baby steps. Etched out the writings on the walls.
What's good, everybody? How's it going? This is a new season of MDM / Rough Cut Radio. That's right, everybody. From now on, we will not be considered as MDM Radio. We're moving on to bigger and better things. And Rough Cut Nation stand up for that very reason. We're going to go ahead and start this session off with Rough Cut Radio. It's your boy, Mr. Sidney Dean, here with the infamous DJ of them all. What's good, man?
What's happening?
Richie Rough Cut on the scene, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and kick this off. We listen up to some Nello Luchi right now, kicking it raw to rain. Welcome, relax, interact, enjoy. It's your boy, Mr. Sidney Dean. Let's go.
Can you remember the rain, the rain, yeah. Can you remember the rain, yeah. Can you remember the rain, yeah. Can you remember the rain, yeah. I came to feed the people. Funny thing is, some will eat you. No soul cold, walking dead, Resident Evil. I pay no attention to that. Got the whole world on my back. Rewind, I'm bringing it back. I'm flinging these words. Word pick up with most of the black. I'm only one person sitting in this
Nello Luchi, she's here with us right now, sitting in with us at Rough Cut Radio. Go ahead and say what's up right there, Nello. You hear us?
I'm trying to break out the curse. Ask for wisdom and knowledge. Without community college. And still I feel like
What's good? Yeah, man. I'm just listening on these tracks, man. I'm glad that we linked up because on the real, it's like, like these tracks, they're hard to come by because it's like you really gotta like listen. You gotta really have your ear tuned to the streets and stuff like that to be able to find a gem like we did. What's good, Nello Luchi? What's good?
I mean, I'm chilling. I just got in the crib. It's cold as hell outside in New York.
Yeah, that's right. What y'all get like 2 feet?
Huh?
What y'all get like 2 feet of snow out there?
Oh no. It snowed the other day, but it was nothing. I mean, right now it's just like a lot of ice on the floor, but you might be liable to break a neck. But I mean, it's just cold. It's cold. I mean, I like it, but then I don't like it, but that's all about, that's New York, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Yeah, that cold concrete jungle, woo!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The
man.
winters are cold and the summers are definitely hot in more ways than
It's
one.
like you get the extremities of both, right? You get the real hot and the real cold.
Yeah.
So out there
in
BK, yeah?
Yeah, that's do
Yeah.
or die.
Yeah. So you were born and raised out there? How long you been out there for?
Born and raised out here all my life, honestly,
Man, that's what's up.
Born and raised. I mean, I've been different places, but and stayed. Like, I had an apartment in the Bronx for a while, and that shit, I don't know. I had to come back to Brooklyn. So disrespect. Shout out to the Bronx.
Yeah, shout out to the Bronx, man. I've been out there too. The beginning of my I guess you can say my little lifetime. I stayed out there in 175th Montgomery. What's up? So yeah, that's what's up. So we've been around the same areas. So okay, so let's get right into this. You're an artist, right? And I remember talking to you on the phone before, and we spoke a little bit, and you brought up the topic that I want to bring out a little bit about being called a female artist. I
mean,
I want to talk about that, and also, when was your calling to be an artist?
what was my calling? I mean, truth be told, like, I pretty much was into music since I was a kid, like, since I was really, really young. And I just absorbed so many different elements of music, like, going to church. You had the singers, the real vocalists, being around my dad, the hip-hop, being with my grandmothers from Lafayette Garden. They listened to a bunch of soul music. And I was a MTV kid, so I watched, like, alternatives down. So, that, and then I just was able to catch rhythm really well. I love to dance. I love to, I don't know how to play instruments per se, but I've tried to learn a few of them. But I just know sound, and I love sound. Like, sound to me is important, and
right.
If you don't know a person's language, you can always play music. So the art in music, I just like art, period.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah, and I remember like when we were talking, that was one of the things that you were saying is like you want to be seen as a complete artist, not just a rapper or just a female artist, but you want to be like known as a straight up artist.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm chewing. I just realized I'm doing an interview. Terrible.
Hey, put them now laters down. Put them now laters down.
It's like these chips, these veggie chips. They're really good. But I just feel like with women, we always have like the W put right in front of us, and like we know we're women. Like men know we're women, so it's like the NBA doesn't say MNBA, it says NBA, it doesn't, and then for us it's WNBA, and everything else that follows, like, and I feel like, Serena Williams play any of those guys in tennis, she's liable to beat a bunch of them, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So why the separation? Why the separation? Like, I just don't get it. Like, listen, I'm an artist. Call me an artist, call me a rapper, whatever you want me to do. But, it sucks. I can't do anything about it. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, so
you just got to keep on doing and proving people wrong.
There it is.
Well,
that's exactly it. You know what I'm saying? And bring it to people's attention. I think that's one of the main things that we need to do is, sometimes, people aren't aware of it. They've done it because, that's the way they were brought up, or that's how they've always seen things. And, bringing, a different perspective of things can also, enlighten other people, So I think that's cool how you saying that, like you're not just a female artist. No, I'm a complete artist, like I hold strong even with the Van Goghs.
Yeah, it just goes from, like, art can be anything. Art can be the way that you even dress, a picture, an expression, poetry, so,
yeah, and you are a poetry lover, aren't you?
Huh?
Yeah, and you are a poetry lover, right?
It's crazy. I mean, I like hip hop, so I guess I like poetry, but I'm not the most poetic person in the world, but I enjoy it from time to time. I just like, for me, it's more or less like I want to hear poetry on beats. Like I just like rhythm with the sound. But yeah.
Yeah, that's it, and that's dope, because then the thing is you incorporate that into your style, you know what I'm saying, and that's one of the things that I wanted to compliment you on, because, that's one of the things is like, when I first started listening to you, like I didn't like think of you as a female artist, or anything like that. I was just like, oh, let me listen to, the first thing I want to do is like listen to the beat that you're gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was more curious about. Is like, all right, let me hear what beat you're gonna go on with, and then like your sound is raw, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that, but that kind of funk that you bring up to it also, especially when you come up to the mic and you start with your delivery. It's like it's almost like it's not like you conform to the beat. It's like you accentuate the beat. You know what I'm saying? So, how would you describe your style?
You know what? It's very unorthodox at times. Like, I could talk about a subject one day and then tomorrow it's like I'm just going to say whatever comes out of my mouth, and, as far as the sound, whatever moves me, like, it could have heavy drums, it could just be really soulful. It really doesn't matter as long as I feel the beat. And once I start feeling the beat, I get into a tunnel vision where I just can't, it's like everything just goes black.
Wow. It's like
So,
you're almost channeling something.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's,
Nah, that's...
Listen, man, the music just lives in me. I'll literally just, it's like word vomit. It'll just come up and it's like it just write itself, and then 5-10 minutes later, I'm like, what did I just write?
So let me ask you
and
that.
And then I repeat it.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. Do you listen to a beat first? Do you listen to a track first, and then you do write, or do you other way around? Do you write something and then you fit it to a beat? How do you go about putting together your tracks?
When I was younger, I used to, when I used to work and stuff like that, I used to work at a hardware store at one time, and I used to write on the paper, brown paper bag.
Oh, right.
And so I wouldn't write with a beat. I would just keep a rhythm in my head of what I wanted to do. But as I got older, I've been, I write with a beat. I think it's better, because you get a different feel. If I have to conform a rhyme to a beat, and I'm like, you have to keep picking different beats just to get that beat that goes with that verse.
Oh yeah.
So I'd rather listen to the beat a bunch of times over and over and over and over and over, and as I'm listening to it, I'm just writing.
Damn. That's cool like that, because when I write, it's like how you said before, I write without a beat, and if I ever try to put it along with a song, then I listen to the track and I try to flow it with the track, so it's kind of different, and I think doing it that way, it's like I can see now how exactly when to hit a certain pitch or a rhythmic pattern or something like that, exactly when it's coming, because it goes, so it's dope, because now you're telling me, it's supposed to be like that, I wrote it that way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. it's I have a very different, I don't know, I write in the dark, so, I write in the light, but most of the time I got the lights off, and I'm just looking at my phone because, writing on paper, I can do it, but my phone is right there, and I'm listening to the music in my headphones, or I'm playing it loud, and I'm just, going.
Yeah, and just vibing out, and yeah, that's real dope. So I like that fact that's you're really moved by the sounds of music, and that you can see how that influences your sound, your overall sound, and how much impact it really does, have. We're playing some of your tracks in the background right now, and I'm hearing you go off on these snares, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't even hear this kind. We're listening to What's Happening right now, and that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, What's Happening?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm hearing you go off on these snares, and I'm like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's really dope. So how do you get your inspiration? Who inspires you?
I mean, honestly, everything inspires me because I'm absorbing everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Bed-Stuy. Bed-Stuy is gentrified, well, re-gentrified. now, but back in the days it was crazy growing up, you know, and so you're exposed to everything that the hood brings. You know, you're exposed to drugs. I was exposed to a lot, so you're exposed to seeing it, you know, like I was exposed to, you know, just being in school. Like, everything inspired me, not just the music, everything that surrounded me, by even, like, watching a movie inspired, you know, whatever comes out, because you have to have something to give out. You know, you're exposed to things. You have to, you know, if I didn't see what was going on, I mean, Stevie Wonder, you know, he fills the music, which is amazing. But
oh man,
I wouldn't know what to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's everything. Like, everything in this world inspires me. The good, the bad, the happy, sad, everything.
Right, it's all around us, you know, and that's, I like how you said that you're an absorbent person, you know. So with that being like absorbent, you're also observant. You know what I'm saying? You're always watching, you know. You're always like you have that attention to detail, and that's one thing that when we talked before, you know, I noticed about you.
I'm not the best attention to detail person.
No, you may not think so, but the thing is like when we were talking about some of your projects, you knew exactly, like, this was the person I was working on, and this is the way I wanted to do it initially.
I mean, maybe for music I am, but listen, but you know what, you know, when you hear, like, sound, you just get this feeling, you know, and it's like whether, you know, you're a baby or an elderly person, you feel that music, you know, so it's like, it just drives something. I can't even explain it.
No, it's one of it's like with music, like, that's a level, like a playing field. You know what I'm saying? That where a lot of people could come, you know, from different levels of where you at, and somehow, some way contribute to make music, you know, and the way that you're doing it is, you know, very inspirational to me too, you know, as an artist. I look at you and I'm like, you know, this is really dope that what you're doing, you know, and you know, more power to you, really, you know, and I'm glad that we had a chance to sit down with you and do this, so that a lot of people out there that want to tune into some real dope stuff, you know, check out Nello Luchi, man. She's real, she's raw. Yeah. So you were saying that you also look into film, you know. So are you looking also to even branch out outside of like with rap and stuff like that? Any other medias you wanna?
Yeah, I love, and I've told a few people this, but I want to get into video directing more.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, shout out to my homeboy CeeLo. You know, we both, like, work together, and then us working together, you know, we're able to, you know, do this stuff. But hold on one second. But damn, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
You was talking about like
my mind got stuck.
Like branching out into film. You was talking about like how you wanted to do like your own film.
I wanna do more, you know, directing, not just for myself, but other people. What else though? There's a few things that I want to do. I mean, I really don't like talking about it too much, because I'm like, how would it have happened? You know, I talk about it, but I'm like, you know, let's lay this groundwork first. But I mean, that, and just pretty much producing more of a, how can I explain it? I mean, I want to help other people.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to help other people, back, you know. Like, for me, I want to do, like you said, I want to do music. I want to also direct, you know, maybe act if I could. But for right now, honestly, I really want to focus on the music. Yeah. And then helping other people in the process. You know, like I said, I work with my homeboy Kareem Scott. I work with my homeboy CeeLo. So I work with people And with that, like, we just work with each other. So they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. But at the same time, branch out later on. But first, I got to make sure my people around me are good. And then I could go, all right, this is what I'm doing for me. Right. So it's more or less, I feel like, as far as music, I'm going to just focus on this as much as possible. You know, and just the branding and, you know, just getting my foot in the door.
Exactly.
But for the most part, like, I just want to help the people that's around me grow.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so
that's what's
to me, that's a part of my work, you know.
Exactly.
So we can all come up together, you know. I have really talented friends.
Yeah, and I like how you said that also, because, you know, there's you know, a lot of people, like, when they're coming up, like, they can get really closed-minded. They can really act real egotistic once they get like a little spark of fame. You know what I'm saying? But then the thing is, it's like, you know, having that instilled with you, you know, just starting up, you know, that's amazing. You know, because that's. You know, I think that's like how you said it. You know, this is how we help each other out. You know what I'm saying? This is how, you know, when we turn back and we're like, hey, you know, you use that talent, you know, and you're using it for good things. You're putting all your heart into it, and sometimes, you know, people need like a helping hand. You know, and I think that's real admirable of you. You know, to be already thinking like that.
Okay. What good is success if you can't look at the people around you and go, like, yo, we did it together?
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of push with that. Like, you know, shout out to my manager, Monty. Like, I appreciate that guy. You know, I appreciate you know, it's all about our brand, you know, whatever. Like, let's try to brand out and get this going. Like, if I could have anything to do, I'll do it later on. But my friends pretty much do. Like, anything that I aspire to do, they're doing now. You know, and I look at it like, yo, get them solidified and I'll go run it. For right now, I'll just focus solely on the music.
Right.
Because it all goes hand in hand, you know?
You're right. You're definitely right. You know, it all, and the thing is, I think that how we were talking about before, you know, how what music does to people, you know, when you have everybody listening to the same sound, vibing in the same essence, you know, nodding to the same beat, you know, then can you like get to that point where like how you said, you know, you start looking at how you're gonna help people around you, you know. But it's all about the music and stuff. So what
it all goes back there.
Yeah. So how do you motivate yourself? You know, I know it takes a lot out of you. I know that even right now, you know, it's late night over there, and I appreciate you sitting down with us over here at RUFFCUTT Radio. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, how do you get the motivation to do all the things that you do?
I just want to make sure that my people are in a good position. You know, just a good place in life. So. To me, like, I mean, you know, us as humans, we're really not taught what love is, but to me, I feel like love is, you know, building someone's qualities of a human up. You know what I mean?
Damn.
For me, I look at, you know, like, my situation, like the situations that I'm in or my friends in, and I'm like, yo, we got to get the F out of these situations. You know, I mean,
right.
Granted, things are always going to happen, but you know, if you have like this is what I love. Music is my passion, so it's like if I can do this and feed my family or whatever, like to me, like that's like motivation. Period. Point blank. That's like the main motivation. Yeah. So it's like I could do music and just do it and share it with no one if that's the case. I really love it. You know, it's something that I would do for free for the rest of my life. But since nowadays they make it a means to feed your family, you know, why not do it? And
you know that saying, how's it go? And it's something like the day you start working towards that thing that you love, you never work a day in your life. Isn't it something? Isn't it like that?
Yeah. I want to.
where.
And, I want to do it to where I'm enjoying it. Because I see so many artists now, they look sad. I'm like, damn, y'all seem in the worst predicament than me. What the hell is going on? Why everybody so damn sad?
Why are you so angry for?
I'm already trying to get there. Why is everyone sad before I get there? Like, I mean, everybody's smiling with money, but then everybody's like dying and sad. I don't know.
It's like y'all used to make that shit look attractive. Now y'all making that shit not attractive.
Hell yeah. Dark as hell sometimes. I mean, but, it all depends, man. It is what it is, though.
Yeah, I know how it is, and that's the thing. Is if you could really do the things that you enjoy, and also that be a way of life, then that's paradise. That's heaven right there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what everybody aspires to do. And I think that if you're able to do so, then that's what everybody should be trying to do. And I'm glad to see that you're moving in the right way, because like seeing some of these videos also, I see that you get up on stage too. So what do you like better? Do you like getting behind a mic, like in a booth, or do you like getting on stage and performing in front of a crowd?
You know what? Sometimes I don't. I think I'll just like performing in front of people. And I'll say that because I just like performing, and it doesn't matter if it's 5 people, 100,000 people. I just like, when you get off that stage, you're like, whew, I want to do this again. It's like that, I don't know, it's like riding a roller coaster, and you're like, oh, shoot. In the studio, you messing up. Sometimes you're upset at yourself for messing up, but you're like, all right, I just got to keep on going. I got to make sure this is right. It could either come out 1 take or 100 takes, but it's like, you're putting pieces together. And sometimes, that requires just like the hardest of work. When you're out there performing, it's like you're releasing all of that, like, dang, I just, So it's a great feeling. I'd rather perform for real.
Yeah, definitely. You get the crowd reaction. I'm sure you got a lot of oohs and ahs when you get up there. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you feel the energy of the crowd, and like how you said, once you come down from that stage, you gave it your all. And that from that moment on, it's like it is what it is, and you suck it all in, that adrenaline rush. Like getting off a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's a great song.
So, now that we were talking a little bit about your videos, you told me before that you have hands-on on all these videos, right?
I'm very hands-on. Like, like I said, once again, shout out to Tulos. He shoots, and, we pick places to, do the video.
Yeah.
Just try to get a feel. I mean, like, honestly, like, I come up with, like, oh, okay, let's shoot here. Like, I'll see a place and be like, oh, that's a cool place, and he edits, and it just comes out, I enjoy the feeling of the video. Like, we shot the first video for the rain. For the first video that we're putting out. It was in I guess you call it insane asylum, a former insane asylum. So it was abandoned, and it was just like all this graffiti and just stuff all over the place. Like, literally went through in the video you see I go through a window that has like rigid glass at the bottom. Could get cut at any time. Like, we just jumped up in there. We got stopped by the cops and had to get out of there, but and it was it was a good time. Like, I love guerrilla style shooting.
Yo, that's the only way to do it. I feel that shit is raw. That shit is cool. Yeah.
You know what though? I like set video shoots too. I think they're pretty dope. But since I'm not there, like I said, I would love to like direct a big video for someone. Like, that's just, I always wanted to.
Yeah,
But
I see you got it too. You got that natural eye for that. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
if and I like how like because you were telling me also that you incorporate your art into the video. Like you can see your pieces, like some of the stuff that you've worked on before. We were talking about that before, prior to the interview. How like you try to also put in that, so you work with a lot of color and a lot of black and whites and still images, and yeah, talk about that a little bit.
Well, right now, like with the concept of even the artwork and the album artwork, the photos
Right.
that we've taken for my niece being on the album cover
That's
or
dope.
whatever.
That's a dope
And
cover. By the way.
yes, thank you. And like the album art cover, everything is like black and white, and for that reason, black and white just has this feeling to it. It I can't even explain the feeling, so I'm not even going to try to. But when you watch the videos, there's color. Everything is kind of bright. Like the shirt that I might like in the rain video I had on a fatigue hat and like a tank top.
Yeah.
And like in the background you see the graffiti, and it's like it pops at you. You know what I mean? I love graffiti, so every video that I probably have has some type of graffiti or something in it. But it's like it just I like to have everything coincide with each other, and you just see it as a whole body of art.
Yeah.
A whole package. So like the video, the album artwork has a bit of like you see it in the videos. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, the first artwork, you see the background of the insane asylum, the Zeus, graffiti and stuff like that. And then when you see the video, you see that as well,
Yeah.
So it just coincides with each
Yeah,
other.
it goes hand in hand. I think that's cool. So it's like almost like a sneak preview when you see like the still. It's like that this is what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, like we have like Nello Luchi directed by and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like how like when you watch MTV or VH1 back in the days. I don't know if they do it now. I don't watch it too much. But you see the title of the album on the side. The title of the person, like that, I'm about to watch a new Jay video, and it's like on the side, the titles and stuff. So that's what we wanted to do with the singles artwork.
Yeah, I like that part. Like, it's like the old school videos and stuff that they'll have the artist name, the title of the song, the album, who was produced by, and stuff like that. Yeah, it gave like a nice little old school feel to it, and yeah, I really don't know if they still keep doing that, because now like it's like MTV isn't music television anymore. It's something else,
MTV was the shit back in the day. VH was the joint.
Yeah.
VH1 like
they played all the '80s stuff. Remember that shit?
Huh?
Like for a long time, it was just like the '80s and stuff like that. They were playing like '80s pop.
VH1 turned into Ratchet TV. What happened? We went from that to Ratchet TV. I mean, we weren't. Funny thing is, we weren't really. I mean, black folks. I'm not trying to, of course, go into race or anything, but we wasn't on VH1. Now we all over that place, everywhere.
Bobby Brown broke through that.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I much respect to like VH1 Soul and Centric and all those spots that still brings the soul in it.
Yeah, man.
No disrespect to anybody that watch that. I dibble and dabble sometimes.
Yeah, every now and then, you know what I'm saying? And you can see how things have evolved, and you know that. So what do you think about like the new sound, you know, compared to you know, because I feel like at least for me, you know, I feel like I'm at that age where I bridge the gap between, you know, that when the rap first started coming out, you know, the hip hop feel, and then, you know, to what I'm hearing now, you know. So, you know, there is a difference, you know, but there is some good stuff that's still being played, you know. How do you feel about, you know, like the new sound of hip hop?
The newer sound, like, honestly, it is what it is. Like, I listen to it. Like I said, like, I'm one of those people that I don't really close my ears all the way to things. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I still listen. I still listen to see what's out there. And I'm not going to say everything is good, you know, of course. But my thing is, like, there's other artists. Like, you don't,
right.
Number one, you don't only have to listen to hip-hop, of course. Like, you know, hip-hop, you know, that's my roots. But at the same time, that's not all that my ears were, you know, drawn to.
Right.
And I think that, you know, because we're just like, oh, hip-hop isn't what it... You know, listen to other music. Maybe if you listen to other sounds, you would even realize that some of the music, not all of the music now, comes from maybe even a different genre. Yeah. Like, if you really think about it, like, when Lil Jon came out with punk music, it was like rock mixed with hip-hop, you know?
Yeah,
even now, these guys saying stuff and don't make sense. It's like a rocker. You listen to rock and roll sometimes, you be like, what are you saying? I'm talking about, like, heavy metal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta look at trap as, like, the heavy metal of hip-hop.
Yeah. Wow.
Think about it.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, and I don't listen to, like, a whole ton of trap music. But I entertain it, like, man, Jeezy, I love Jeezy's first album. I listen, like, T.I. is one of my favorite artists. Yeah. So, you know, I don't close my ears to it because, like I said, I'll just look at it in a different perspective. I'm not going to say it's not corny sometimes. Some of it is, like, terrible, but, you know, I can't keep my ear close to the streets. These are kids talking about the streets. And, you know, to tell you the truth, no matter how much things change, a lot of stuff remains the same.
Yeah.
So Keith is only telling his story of where he comes from.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out to
I'm not trying to defend his lyrics. Listen, people, I'm not trying to defend Keith, but I'm trying to let people see a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So hip hop now, I really listen. I pay attention to myself. I listen to other people. So I focus on, like, what I want to say.
So what other genres do you listen to? Like what other people you branch out to?
Listen, I listen to Mozart sometimes. I listen to Bob James. I listen to Al Green. You know, I listen to, you know, all the different soul music, blues and jazz and stuff. Shoot, Maroon 5 and all of those guys. I listen to a lot of alternative music, Blue Dragon. Yeah. Listen to the Yeah. A lot of Yeah. Also the Dirty Pearls. Shout out to Tommy London and them. Like, that's from the Lower East Side. You know, so I listen to them.
And then you say you was listening to some cats out in Milwaukee. We just down the street from them right now.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Shout out to Black. Shout out to, you know, Genesis. Bonnie Del Fresco, that's my boy. D. Who else? Weekend Nelly. Just a bunch of them, man. Like, I just like what they're doing. I respect them, but those I had to shout those people out in specific because, like, Vonnie, that's my boy though. He was on my second project, but I respect what they do, man. Talented.
That's what's up. I mean, you're talented too. You know, you say that you also you dabbling with a little bit of singing too. Do you sing? Don't you? You sing you said you do a little with your hooks and stuff like that. You know. So how do you go about like? How do you know what you're gonna do with your hooks? How do you come up? How you come about with your hooks and stuff like that?
Well, first of all, let me say I am not the best singer. I come from a musically inclined family, and they're really good at singing. Shout out to the Pain. But I mean, I just whatever I feel, I just come out with. I'm still like with the singing. I'm still like I have to get that shyness out, and I feel personally I will go to a vocal coach just to learn breathing and stuff like that. You know.
Oh yeah, that's very
all
important.
Of this stuff is technical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I like singing. Next subject. No. I get really sure, like,
You be throwing out the vocals. You throwing out the vocals.
Listen, man, I try sometimes.
No, that's what's up. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know, and that's cool, you know. Like a lot of people can't do that, you know. Actually be able to cross over like that and be able to rap and then go ahead and be able to sing some vocals too, you know. So that's really impressive, you know.
Yeah.
Like this was brought up in conversation, you know, not too long ago. So I want to see what your take is on it. What do you think about like Missy Elliott coming out on the Super Bowl? You know, what do you think of Missy Elliott as like that? Oh, you didn't see it? Like Katy.
Oh, I did.
She came out in the halftime show. She brought out Missy Elliott, and that was like one of the people that I feel like could do that. You know, because she sang, and then she also like brought out like. You know, she produced and she also like had a nice little flow to her, you know, and I don't know, she was sick for a little bit, you know, and I think that
she was sick. I mean, to me, like Missy came out, you know, with a girl group. I just went blank. I actually know the name of the daggone girl group, and then you know she came out on the Gina Thompson joint with the hee how, like to me, and then she started singing, and it was like, oh shit. And then you watch her videos, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Then you hear her produce, like with Kwame and stuff like that. It's like, oh shoot. And then her style was just unique. You know, clothing wise, everything. To me, like I said, I haven't seen the halftime show. I've heard about it. You know, but Missy is, to me, you know, is the greatest female MC of like maybe like the 2000s. Like she killed. She really killed from her beginning to the end. And like the remixes that she was on was just crazy. Like Diddy had her on every remix. She to me, like her catalog, like there is no woman that has done what she's done in hip hop.
Yeah.
And then, like, people are, like, tweeting, like, oh, my gosh, whoever this, you know, Missy Elliott is, she's amazing. Like, Katy Perry's putting on, you know, Missy Elliott. It's like, what? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is? Oh, man. You know, so it's like, she can't really do no wrong to me. Like, that woman is, like, a creative genius. You know, honestly, you know what? I love every female MC, but Missy Elliott is the GOAT. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, she's dope.
To me, like, there's nobody that can do what she does. Sorry. Or if they have, I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, that's true too. You know, because
anybody else is copying. Listen, I'm very influenced by that lady. You know.
Yeah, she's one of those, a very lovable person too, you know, and she's one that's been respected across the board also, you know, and
shout out to MC Light.
Oh, okay, her too, yeah, mad shout out to MC Light, you know, and I think another one to mention is Queen Latifah. You know, she did it for a while too, you know, and she can sing too, you know, and what she's doing now for herself, that's really dope, you know.
You know what? When I say, like, she's a GOAT just of creativity, like that, like Missy Elliott is just, like, creatively the GOAT. Like, with everything. Her whole package is just dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From style to everything. Queen Latifah, man, she's not just a cover girl. Like, Queen Latifah, she really educated you. You know, you heard anybody that, like, if a dude called a female a bitch,
UNITY.
everybody like UNITY. So it was just like, you know,
calling a bitch.
it was just funny. I did that in school. Some dude was called me a bitch. I was like, who you calling a bitch? Everybody's like, UNITY. So, you know, it's like,
Damn.
like she, you know, then she had Ladies First. Like, she was just dope, man. Like, New Jersey Drive soundtrack.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you bringing it back to New Jersey Drive. Wow.
Listen, I'm a hip hop and I'm influenced heavily.
Yeah, man.
That's my knowledge. No.
Nah, I'm not going down that route. That's a whole nother segment right there. We're gonna have to bring that up for a whole nother segment.
Yeah, nah, she was dope, man. Like, I'm not gonna front. Even with Queen La, like, yo, she's an actress, she's a model, like, and think about it, like, yo, she's a plus size woman. For her to do that,
she's the she's the cover girl for that. You know what I'm saying? She's the spokesperson. You know, and I think that's real cool because you know I you know it for a long time, you know, it was looked like nobody really didn't give no loving to the cushion, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that's where it's at, the curves, you know. So, you know, I'm glad to see that now it's being, you know, now it's beauty, you know. People now they're trying to, you know, now they're coming to realize that, you know. So I'm glad she brought that out. You know, that shit is beautiful. Yeah. And one of the things that I read that you wrote on your website, you know, I'm going to go ahead and quote this real quick. Now that we're talking about it, in a world where female MCs are more notorious for their asses than their assets. You know, there's more to that, and I want y'all to check it out on her website. But, you know, I want you to you know, because this goes along to what we were talking about, you know, so I want you to go ahead and talk about that a little bit. You know, in a world where female MCs are more notorious for their asses than their assets. So what does that mean about, like, what's going on right now? How do you see things right now?
Okay, let me just plug myself real quick. Go to www.NelloLuchi.com. That's NelloLuchi.com.
Here it is right there.
Now let me go.
Go ahead.
Truth be told, my cousin, she wrote that. She's a really good writer. Shout out to my cousin Naya. Listen, I work.
There's
hard.
talent all around you, girl.
Great. I appreciate my people, but she wrote that, and I just, when she wrote it and I read it, I was like, wow, like, whoa, that's for real. That's like a statement that just hits you, and it's the first words that you see. Yeah. But I mean, now, like, we're just glorified for body. We're not glorified for mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just, you know, the world that we live in right now. You know, and there's nothing wrong with having asses. Like, you know, we have asses. Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But I just feel like that's all we're kind of known for nowadays. You know, like, female MCs. It's like, this is what it is. That's you know, like a picture of an artist that's, you know, whatever. Like, this is the standard female MC, and that's how it has to be. So then, you know, and truth be told, it's not even that. Like I said, like, that's been around since the beginning of female MC. Like, sexuality has been there. You know, whether it was tomboy sexy or, you know, no clothes sexy. Right. You know, but the thing is that we only have, like, one or two female artists, like, in mainstream. So therefore, if you have just those two, or, you know, and it's just like for how females should be. Every female artist should be. So then now, if females are just seeing that there, and they're like, dang, man, like, this person has so much money, or that person has so much money, And you know what? I gotta follow in their footsteps too. No, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? At the time, back in the day, we had Kim, we had Foxy, we had MC Light, we had, Queen Pen, we had Bahamadia, you had Missy, you just had a variety to where nobody really looked like each other. Everybody had their own style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's like everybody just wants to copy each other. Like, why are we copying each other? Like, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get where he's at just by copying him fully, or, it's just like, there's just, like I said, that mainstream, they put one female up there and say, this is the poster child for how every female MC is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I don't, sorry if I'm rambling,
Go ahead.
But, it just, that whole thing is, like I said, it's like I said, sorry, I'm saying like I said, females are more known for that.
Yeah.
And we're not known for anything else.
Nah, but y'all putting it out there now, you know what I'm saying? And like how
there's a lot of female MCs out there.
Yeah, shout out to also like Jean Grey and stuff like that. Yeah, real dope.
Of course.
So I think that you're up there with them MC Lights too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you got to keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. So what are you? So what are some projects that you're working on now and some in the future to wrap up here real quick?
Well, right now I'm promoting my new project called The Struggle Before the Glory. That comes out March 25th.
March 25th.
And and we're putting out a few more videos. Like I'll have some T-shirts available on the website soon.
Nice.
I'm trying to get like buttons and a whole bunch of other stuff if I could.
But
March 25th, Struggle Before the Glory. I was in the studio the other day, so now I'm working on a project called the Get Back Season. And I'm actually working on 2 projects, and then I'm working on a joint, like the Nothing Special Part 2. So that's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. Because that brings me back to the dope, like that, my little fake alias.
The alter ego about to come out.
That alter ego, yeah, that's like, that is more of my egotistical side. Everybody has different sides to them.
Right.
Sometimes I like to talk shit.
So you got to get some stuff out.
Yeah, but I still want to make sure I give people me as well. Like even when I'm talking like that, but I want people to understand like we all go through human shit. And,
right.
I'm gonna talk about that. I'm always talk about that.
Yeah.
But as far as that, I'm working with that. My boy Kareem Scott, he's coming, like he's pretty much like we're like artist producer, like we've been doing that for some years now.
Yeah. And
he's coming out with a project, and we're working on that as well. So it's gonna be good.
So how does everybody get a hold of you? How could they see some of your work? Let everybody know how they can get in contact with you.
All right. First and foremost, you can go to my website, as I said, www.NelloLuchi.com. That's NelloLuchi.com. After that, Twitter is at Nello Luchi, Instagram at Luchi Nello, SoundCloud Nello Luchi. Everything else is Nello Luchi, so even, with the Instagram, you can put in Nello Luchi and it'll pop up. So
right.
That's it. Nello Luchi.
There y'all go, people. You check her out, You just type in Nello Luchi up in Google and you can find everything. And I guarantee y'all ain't gonna y'all gonna be hitting her up and y'all gonna be like, hey, how do we get more of her stuff? So
I hope so, man. Listen, I'm working out here and I'm trying to produce real quality music. I need some coins. Like, we gotta work. You know what I mean? I gotta eat. So I can keep on producing this good music. So please support. I need it. Yeah. I would love it.
Definitely hit her up. Any shout outs you want to give real quick?
Shout out to all my people. Shout out to my manager Monty, Kareem Scott, Bronson. That's my homie. Cousin DeVell. I have a lot of cousins. So all my cousins, my family, my
everybody.
Friends,
everybody stand
man.
up.
I can't exclude people, man. Everybody that just support me as a person. My mom and my dad. Everybody.
That's what's up. And shout out to Brooklyn, stand up, NY.
Oh yeah, shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to Bed-Stuy, but shout out to BK, NYC, because we honestly, I would hate to say we bringing hip hop back to the NYC, but look, because I'm coming, and I'm gonna make sure we put Brooklyn where it's supposed to be, or just NY where it's supposed to be. Period.
Definitely. Hell yeah, I like that. So what are your last words for the audience? Everybody listening right now to Rough Cut Radio. What do you got to say to everybody?
Shout out to Rough Cut Radio. And just keep on striving to learn truth and, just stay in love. Not in love, but just stay in love and positivity. It's hard out here. We all trying to fight different battles, but just find a way. Listen, it's hard for me too.
Right. Yeah.
Try to find a way.
Definitely love people. Love right there. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's introduce this track that we got coming up. Come on, right? Go ahead and.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah. So give a quick introduction to the track so we can sign off real quick.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my homeboy Bonafide Beats that produced the joint. This is featuring my homeboy Bronson. Come on, man. Dope song, video coming soon. Stay tuned.
Definitely. Y'all better check her out. I'm telling you, Nello Luchi. Check her out on that SoundCloud. Definitely hit her up on our website. And you can check it out. We have her videos posted on our website also, so you can check them out on there. She's on YouTube. Hit her up. What's up? What you gonna say?
I said thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely hit her up, yo. And check us out also. We're on Twitter and we're also on Facebook. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch that over. We used to be MDM Radio, so start checking out. We're gonna be Rough Cut Radio here pretty soon. So here we are. Welcome, relax, interact, enjoy. It's your boy, Mr. Sidney Dean, with Nello Luchi on the mic with the infamous DJ of the mall. What's up? You gonna say something?
Thanks for listening.
What up? What's up, man? You ain't even say nothing.
I'm a little under the weather here tonight, so I'm just taking it easy,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
He's holding it down. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off with this. Come on, let's go, Nello Luchi. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Welcome, relax, interact, enjoy. Nello Luchi.
Talking about your hardcore, I bet see some sidewalks and beer bottles in here. Unfortunately, I don't have any positive messages about you. Instead, keep your head up. Don't give up.
R.I.P. P.A.C. I'm screaming R.I.P. P.A.C. I'm screaming R.I.P. P.A.C. I'm screaming R.I.P. P.A.C. Wise words from the past the block. On point coming past the rock. Cruise by, look, I passed the block. Cook tracks, look, I mastered rock. The people's champ going axe the rock. Pass knowledge where you pass the rock. The key maker see me pass the locks. I'm the damn earthquake, you the aftershock. I'm the highest. You used to calling me your highness. You used to knowing who I is. I'm from the county of Kings, so don't try try this. To do or die is my kingdom. Brooklyn, Tennessee, I'm the livest. I'm a lioness, surrounded by some hyenas, but I never give up without fighting. I'm Tyson, got the iron mic, I'm lightning. Suits in the booth, I'm enticing. Living proof, I've been writing. Since a youth, I knew I'd make change. To make change, I'm always ahead of my game, and I go hard for my team, LeBron James, and I rep for myself, LeBron James. Now come on, come on, BX now, come on, Queens now, come on, Manhattan, come on, Island of Staten, come on, BK now, come on, BK now, come on, BK now. I'm a needle in a haystack. I'm by my pesos, I need an ASAP. This is NYC, we don't play that. I'm from the home of hip hop, that's where I stay at, where I lay at. Watch me lay traps and better my voice, watch how I say that. By my yin and yang, I okay that. For the fortune, I'm past say Jack. Or being the white, can the Mary view expand my sight. Nothing's handed till you take your rights. Raise your light, open your eyes, it might save your life. They call me Plain Jane, see I take flight. Pedal my art, I might take your bike. Deep bow, you might get a quarterback T-bow. Call me the one, a young Neo. See though, you are not in my circle. Can't compare, we're not equal. Look, I'm fly like an ego. Killer on the beats, I'm lethal. Injection, assault with a deadly weapon. Blessed now, I was blessed in. Best out, look on the best in.
South Orange now, come on. Brick City now, come on. Yeah. Bloomfield now, come on. EO now, come on. Irvington now, come on. Y'all know what time it is. Maplewood now, come on. I know you fuck with it, homie, come on. Bronson and Nello, y'all, come on. Spit fly shit, and then my stats on swole. Either I'm hot or these rappers gone cold. Got no time to hang like a Mad Doors Road when you tryna cop a crib on Sagamore Road. I'ma mold them out with no brake pads, more like a stolen car with no plate tags. I be going hard with no safety bags. Hold on, I need the vent, let my AC blast. Bronson and Nello, sound like money. Boy, Lon Ken, help me kick it like Chun-Li. Street fights under street lights, had plenty of those before I reached this height. Whoa, might have had a slow start, making dope when I was cutting hair next to Grove Park. People said with the shit I wouldn't go far. Now I crack more jams than the hands of Mozart. Listen, and I ain't taking no more L's. They make me a little different from them. That word, know it in my speech, like who, what, when, why. I'm committed to win. Supreme being on the rise, see the logo face. I'm my only competition, this a solo race. Been going for a second, down me, I'm number 2. I just had to take my time, get my mojo straight. I'm becoming all the things that I said I'd be. I'm down here living out my destiny. Destined to rest in the palace, sleep in the king size bed by the throne in the chalice. Wait now, I said straight now. Been the blow and detonate now.